Local, late breaking. This is WBAL TV 11 News, Saturday morning.
Well, so many families and businesses continue to struggle financially because of the pandemic. And joining us this morning with some tips if you're losing your income is Esquire managing member of the Steiner Law Group, Eric Steiner. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Morning, Jen. Thanks for having me.
You are very welcome. So tough times right now. What are you hearing from your clients?
Absolutely. So right now we're dealing with unprecedented times because of COVID-19. We've seen businesses that have lost a ton of revenue because you're just not getting that those customers coming in, like restaurants, daycare centers, convenience stores, those kinds of businesses. And because of COVID, people are afraid to go out. And even as things are slowly reopening now, there's no telling what that's going to look like in the future, exactly when things are really going to pick up to pre-COVID-19 levels.
And so what is your advice to clients that you have like that, to business owners out there who are waiting for more relief from Congress but still haven't been able to get it?
That's a great question. So my advice is the best thing to do is talk to an attorney before things get bad. Often the first step in a small business or medium-sized businesses, there are issues with their landlord. They may miss a few months of rent. They may think they may be entitled to some stay on that rent. And then the landlord is often the first one that payment is often the first one that goes by the wayside, or is that the business is unable to make.
Well, and it's funny you mentioned the landlords, because that was actually going to be my follow-up question to you. What about people who own private properties and they have these rented out? Maybe you have 10 or so properties and you have some people who've been trying to make their payments, others who haven't been able to, but yet you still have to pay your mortgage. What's your advice to them?
Absolutely. So when it comes to commercial properties and things like that, those landlords are in a very, very difficult position at this point because their tenants may not be able to pay, and there may be various laws that have been enacted that prevent them from actually evicting those tenants, for example. So for those landlords, the best thing, and they have a mortgage to pay, they may also want to look at least talk to an attorney about what a bankruptcy can offer so they can offload some of that debt.
And then what if you are someone who is in danger of being evicted? Where do you go? What help do you have out there?
That's a great question. So if somebody is at risk of being evicted, right now, the Maryland moratoriums on evictions and foreclosures, those already expired. So it's only a matter of time before the landlords start filing those lawsuits and trying to evict those tenants. So a bankruptcy, by virtue of the automatic stay, would stop the eviction. It would stop all collections, including the eviction, and that would give the tenants some time where they can try to find a new place or work something out with the landlord.
All right, Eric, really good answers. If someone would like to find you, how do they find you?
The best way to find me is to visit my website, bankruptcy.md. We're on Twitter @LawSteiner, or you can visit our Facebook page, Steiner Law Group, LLC.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
Thanks, you too. And